Your gallbladder. It is an organ that today we live in a world where people are like, yeah, you don't really need it, you'll be fine. And then they cut it out. So this is just a video all about gallbladder health. My wife had gallstone attacks, and she had a lot of issues in general. We found a lot of natural ways to help with gallbladder attacks and gallbladder health in general. In some of my other videos, I've talked about the importance of detoxing in proper order, and your gallbladder is really important to help purge things that are in there. Surprisingly, water enemas or lemon juice enemas could be very effective for helping overall gallbladder health in purging stones. And the same is true if you're just drinking lemon juice. With the lemon enemas, I've heard of people doing like 5 or 6 ounces of a good organic lemon juice in 1 quart or 2 quarts of water. Let me back up here a little bit. So my wife had gallbladder attacks, and she talked to her doctor. She ended up, getting a diagnosis that, yeah, she's got stones and that she should have her gallbladder removed. And they were like frantic, like, oh my gosh, you got to get in here right away. We're going to have a surgery. And she told the nurses, she was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go a different route. And as soon as they heard that, they were just shocked. The nurses were like, what do you mean? You gotta have it removed surgically, which is actually not true. So yeah, my wife, she would have gallbladder attacks a lot of the times when she needed an increase in bile secretions from her gallbladder, which is typically fatty foods. So we found that if she was having an attack, then apple cider vinegar in a little bit of water could help calm that down. Aloe in a little bit of water could help calm that down, or lemon juice in a little bit of water. Any one of those 3 things could generally stop a gallbladder attack rather quickly. There's other things we did, gentle liver cleanses, gentle liver gallbladder teas that we did which had milk thistle and other things besides milk thistle, like turmeric was in there, milk thistle seeds, etc. So anyways, after she has worked on her digestive health quite a bit, she pretty much never experiences gallbladder attacks anymore. And since we've learned about these things, I've actually purged my body of a lot of gallstones, which really never gave me troubles beforehand. It's interesting to me that people who decide to have their gallbladder removed have to change their eating and their diet and their lifestyle for the best health. But guess what? If you just do those things before having your gallbladder removed, then guess what? You don't have to remove your gallbladder, right? So it's one of those, you're gonna one way or another, so yeah, your choice. I know some people can have extreme gallbladder attacks that last maybe 6, 8, 12 hours. And those can be crippling, and in that case, maybe that would be best for you. It wasn't best for us. We chose not to go that route. But still, those teas, those drinks that I suggested, those may help prevent and stop any gallbladder attacks that you might have. So I would always suggest maybe that's worth a try to you. Other than that, yeah, if you already had your gallbladder removed, then yeah, you should be taking like a HCl betaine, bile salts, some type of supplement for your digestive health in situations where you're going to need increase in bile secretions. So, yeah, I mean, the last tip probably is going to be the acupressure. Well, I've got a couple more actually. The acupressure, if you check out my natural health videos or go to Dr. Eric Berg's channel or just do some research on acupressure for liver gallbladder health. Gentle pressure on your liver gallbladder from kind of the center right side of your sternum and then down the rib. If you hold it 1 minute and then go down another minute, and then at the bottom of your ribs, like 2 minutes, hold it in and push gentle pressure as you can handle it. Put that gentle pressure on your liver gallbladder area, then that can help you manually flush stones and manually flush things in your liver and gallbladder that shouldn't be there, that cause problems, etc. And that has helped me a lot. And I noticed I started actually having semi-small gallbladder attacks because I actually ended up passing several gallstones that were the size of a pea or larger, and then hundreds of other ones that are much smaller. But anyways, doing that could be very beneficial, and I actually find that I'm kind of addicted to flushing my liver gallbladder now and love the way it has really improved my digestion. Even though I went through times of being uncomfortable and passing stones that really didn't help me feel very well. You know what I mean? Like in the moment when I could feel those stones were moving, it didn't feel good. It was not comfortable. But now afterwards, I find that I can eat anything and not have digestive problems in a lot of ways like I used to. I'll probably make another one on digestion overall and healing your gut and things that I've learned personally through our journey, because I used to suffer from really bad acid reflux. So the last thing for liver gallbladder is my wife noticed that sometimes she would have an attack if she was laying on her right side. And the real solution is that you should really just lay on your left side, because laying on your left side can really help your body drain those passageways, and it's more, laying on your left side could really help with overall digestive health because of the natural way your stomach lays, the way your liver gallbladder drain. It's going to be more productive to lay on your left side. So my wife noticed that, yes, she was laying in bed and she would have an attack if she was laying on her right side, and then as she rotated over to her left side, that the attack maybe increased a little bit but then subsided. And it made perfect sense to me that she was passing some stones and it was in the middle of it being stuck. And as she rolled over to the other side, she was able to help with the drainage and pass it naturally. So a lot of people talk about being in fear of having them pass, but in my opinion, from what I understand, if you're feeling a lot of gallbladder pain, gallbladder attacks, it means that they're on their way out, basically, from my understanding. I could be totally wrong, but it's kind of hard to see inside and know in particular because, you know, we don't really have that technology to see inside at the moment of a gallbladder attack and say, this is going on, etc. So anyways, gallbladder health, guys, if, you know, gallbladder's an issue, you can look into other foods that may benefit that, other herbs, other teas. But these are all definitely things that I really like. Maybe the last thing I would mention is Shankapedra. But yeah, Shankapedra would be one of my favorite internal organ supplements, herbs. Pretty amazing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay healthy.